Hey guys, Gathering Magic back again, Daily Rewards Claim, and we're going to go through some of my land plots as well on the test server. So let's get started here on my alt account. I've got 12 bronze chests to open, up to 9 silver so far this season. So I think the land server, or land on the MAV server is going a lot better. I think they fixed a lot of the bugs. So hopefully they are still on target for the 28th, so we'll see. Alright, so let's get started here. So we've got a Possessed Puppet, some potions, lots of potions, little SPS. Not very many cards today. Wow, this looks like the old days. So only 2 cards in 12 chests. Let's mark that down. So 12 bronze chests, we got 2 cards. So we're up to 771 cards in almost 2,450 chests, just about. 2444. Alright. I've already claimed my SPS for the day, so let's go on over to the main account. I've got some silver chests to claim, and then we'll check out the MAV server. So I have 8 plots on the MAV server, and I think I have 4 or 5 of them up and running. So we'll get to that in a second. So we've got 8 silver chests, up to 10 gold. So excited to have gold chests at the end of the season again. Like I said, I'd love to get that to about 30 every season. Okay, see what we get today. A little bit of SPS, almost the same. 2 Wily Coyotes, so still need summoners. 1 Possessed Puppet, and finishing up with 3 potions, so kind of boring, just a couple of common cards. Okay, already claimed my SPS. Let's go on over. Let's check out the MAV server. So here's my 8 plots. So if I click on production, this will show all the different regions that I'm in. I have 3 work sites up and running in 43. I've got 1 in Gangland in 23, and then I've got 1 up and running in 48. Because I wanted to get those up and running right away, because that's basically what I had the time crystals for. My 2 magical plots in 46 and 51 would have cost me 450 time crystals apiece. So I didn't, this iteration of land, I decided to just leave those be. I wanted to see how much SPS I could get in region 43. So let's start off with the one in Gangland. Let's go to that one. So this one's been going, I think since last night, 106 per hour. We're up to 4,800 grain. Of course, we're going to lose about 600 of that in feeding the workers, and then of course we're going to lose a little bit for the taxes. So this gives you a nice summary after you do your claim. So 1,439 grain, about 595 of it was used just to feed the workers, another 143 in taxes. So ended up with about half, with about 700 surplus. So for this plot, in how long has this been going? 2-3 days? I've managed almost 2,200 grain surplus with this, basically just keeping the grain, feeding the workers, and just keep producing grain. So getting a little bit of a surplus, and then of course if this was live, I could send some of this surplus to my other plots. Okay, so now let's go to region 43. This is where I have a rare plot producing grain, a common plot producing grain, and then a common plot doing SPS. So let's go ahead and claim here. You see I have just under 1,000 grain to claim on this one. Go ahead and claim. You have enough grain for a full claim. Pay the grain. And as you can see there, about half of it is just spent in feeding the workers and taxes. So now if I go to the second plot, the SPS plot. So when I first built this, I think my SPS per hour was like 0.7, 0.6, something like that. It has gone down. So it looks like as more and more people play on the MAV server, just like this will be when it goes live. The more people that start mining SPS, the more this is going to go down. So definitely, if you have occupied plots when this goes live, even though it's going to be expensive, it's probably going to be probably the best gameplay wise is to clear those plots right away, get them up and running, and do claims as often as you can, every hour, every couple of hours, because the amount that you're going to get per hour is going to keep going lower and lower as more people get their SPS mining buildings up and running. So here you can see about half an SPS an hour. I've got 7.7 to claim. Let's go ahead and harvest. One thing that I thought was cool here, I kind of missed it the last couple times I claimed. This will show you the maximum capacity that you can hold. It gives you a percentage, but it also does give you how much you can hold before your workers won't produce any more of this particular resource. So that's kind of nice because it's supposed to be every 7 days. So after 7 days, if you haven't claimed, you're not going to produce anymore. But it's nice that it actually does give you a number that you can go by. Just go ahead and claim the, pay the grain, claim this, and then go to our other plot producing grain. This one is producing 66 an hour. It doesn't have a totem, it's not rare, that's why it's a little bit less. But once again, in 1.5, when this goes live, you're going to want to produce as much grain as you can, especially if you're like me, where I kind of, I don't know, maybe spread myself out too thin. You know, I went on too many different regions. I think that's the last one I can claim. Yep, 46 is under construction. Oh, this one I can do. This one is another one, a rare plot with grain. So this one I have almost 3,000 grain I can claim. Your workers will consume some of your harvest, so they're going to take 1,131. Just go ahead and claim this. So this shows the most grain I could store here before I couldn't produce anymore is 19,514 grain. So that's pretty good. Let's go ahead, pay grain. Tells you how much is paid in taxes. And then you can see this will show your region amount too. So I've built up a nice little stash of 2,500 grain just in a couple of days. And like I said, this plot isn't by far anywhere near max what you can do. You know, I'm only producing 116 an hour. You know, I'm only getting 5,800 production, which I think is pretty good. I mean, to put it in comparison, if you were just someone that just put 5 maxed out commons, Chaos Legion reward commons on this, you'd be getting about the same. You'd get, what, 1,000 each is 5,000, 10% bonus, 5,500. So you'd be getting about the same amount of production, but you'd be spending 50,000 DEC. So I'm thinking if you can do between 5,000 and 7,000, that's going to be what a lot of the plots are for people that aren't whales, that don't have maxed out gold foil legendaries and everything on every plot. I mean, there's going to be some people, of course, that have 50,000, 100,000 or more on some of their plots, but you have to remember too, guys, that's not going to be every plot. That's very select plots. Those are only going to be legendaries or occupieds or, you know, magical epics or that kind of thing. Most people that are just doing commons and rares, I'd be surprised if they have over 10,000 per hour. So don't feel like you have to compete against other people. Just do what you can afford to do with the cards that you have. And realize too, you don't have to have max cards right away. I mean, this is meant to be something that's going to last for years and years land. So if you just start with cards maybe that are lower level, combine them up as you can level up your cards. Like you guys know my strategy, I'm just going to put 1 BCX gold foil epics, and as I get the funds, I'm going to level 1 to 2, put him and swap him in with one of my level 1s, take the level 1 out, he'll have a 3-day cooldown. You know, if in the next 3 days I can get another copy of him, I'll level him to 2, put him back on my plot, replace him, you know, from with a level, take a level 1 off, put the level 2 on, and just slowly do that over time. You know, this isn't something that you have to do right away. There's no rush. But it looks like it's working pretty well. I haven't had any bugs. Of course, I don't have time crystals, so I can't really do the... well, let's try it real quick. Let's try the see if the time crystal bug is still on. So let's pick one of my magical plots. Let's go to this one. So this one, of course, I haven't done anything to it. I haven't used any time crystals. I'm just using my production to try to get it built. Let's go to speed up. Let's see if we can actually do some time crystals. So let's buy some. Let's just do 5, just to try to test it out. Because before, if you would add just a small amount to it, it screwed it up. If you used all your time crystals at once, it was fine. But if you added small amounts, it seemed to bug it. So as you can see, 5 time crystals isn't going to do a lot. But let's see if it works. So we're at just over 26 days. And let's see if it goes up from about 284,000. You sped up construction by using 5 time crystals. Okay, and it looks like it worked. It looks like it sped it up slightly. So let's try it again. Let's do 10 this time. Pay another 1,000 DEC. So we're doing some live testing right here, because I want land out on the 28th, and I know you guys do too. Okay, so we're at 27 days, 13 hours. And before also, when I would use time crystals, it would say null for the time. Okay, now we're down to 23 days, 9 hours. So it seems to be working. So that is good. Let's do it one more time. 3rd time's the charm. Let's buy 15 time crystals. Speed it up again. Oops. I can't do max. I thought it would be max for the amount I have, not max to get it done. That is nice though. So if you wanted to finish production, just hit max. It'll tell you how many time crystals you need. So that's kind of cool. I did not realize that till just now. So if you're kind of wondering, oh, how many do I need to get it done? Just hit that max button. Okay, so we've got 15 time crystals. Let's go ahead and speed it up one more time. See if we go under 23 days, 9 hours. Yep, 22 days, 11 hours. Okay, so it seems to be working, so I'm happy. Because I think that was one of the few major bugs that they had left, was the time crystal bug. So fingers crossed, looks like everything should be good to go on the 28th. So I'm happy with that. Hope you guys are getting excited for land. It's right around the corner. And if you want to test this out, just go to the Mavs server. I will leave the link in the description. It is next.mav/sl.com. Hope to see you guys there. Let me know if you guys have tried it out in the comment section. Let me know if you've had any bugs, how smooth it went for you. Until next time, stay the course, keep on forging, and have fun. See you soon, guys.